Imagine you're out at a bar, having fun with your friends, just drinking, having a great time. Now imagine it's the 1960s and your safe haven of alcohol gets raided by the NYPD. That's what happened on June 29th, 1969 at the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village, New York City. I've done a lot of research over this project, and it's an important social movement because it really helped push the gay rights movement forward, and it helped establish a lot of organizations that brought this social movement into light and spread the word and created movements towards getting rights for these people. Today, I'm going to discuss how the Stonewall riots happened, what happened during the Stonewall riots, and the after effects and the significance and social and cultural impact they've had on the world. Firstly, what started the Stonewall riots? First of all, New York City in the 1960s was not very inclusive of LGBT groups at all. There were penalties on bars for serving gay people, and while this rule was overturned in the late 80s, it was still very harsh and strict. So bars had a hard time running these operations. Support for these LGBT bars was frowned upon. According to the History.com article, just the mere gathering of homosexuals was considered disorderly. And in an interview with the current governor at the time, Edward Koch, he says that families were incensed at the conduct of some gay people in the area. These bars received a lot of traffic, and they were in a very popular area. The street was very popular in the area, and the mobs were run. The bars were run by the mafia. So most of the time they received warnings for these raids, but they sometimes did not get them. Now that we've discussed what led up to the Stonewall riots, we'll actually get into them. So the period during the Stonewall riots, like I said, it was very popular, and according to PBS, according to the same interview with the governor, Edward Koch, he said Christopher Street, the street that the Stonewall Inn was on, was very popular. He said the street was the center of the gay neighborhood at the time. And like I said, the mafia ran these bars, and there was no warning at all on the night of June 29th. So this is what happened. The police came in and they busted down the doors, and they arrested 13 people, bar goers and bartenders. It was very brutal, and like I said, there was no warning. This angered the patrons attending the bar. It angered a bunch of gay people and LGBTQ people, and there was a very spontaneous movement happened afterwards. A lot of brutality and riots broke out. It only lasted 5 days, but there was a massive response. Thousands of people joined the riots. Most of the time, fire department was there to extinguish fires. Police department showed up. It was a very intense time. Now that the riots themselves have been explained, let's talk about what happened and the impact they created. This didn't start the gay rights movement. The gay rights movement originated in the 1940s. It's always been a thing. Gay people have been pushing for their rights and social equality for a long time, but this really sparked it acted as a catalyst, sort of a fuel to ignite the flame, and it really brought forward this movement. What this movement did start, though, was known as the Gay Liberation Federation. It was just a group, Gay Liberation Front, sorry. It was just a group of organizations that helped to work towards meeting this goal of social equality for all LGBTQ people. It was dissolved in around the 80s, and this is a demonstration of one of their protests. With these organizations established, people realized that the gay people were pushing hard for this. According to a Britannica article entitled "The Stonewall Riots," they were no longer being humbly requested, but angrily and righteously demanded. There was a widespread influence that resulted from this movement. It went on into Europe, and there were even parades every year afterwards. This is a Gay Liberation Front parade, and every year afterwards, our former president, Barack Obama, even said that he established the site of the riots as a national monument. Overall, these were a very important movement, and they helped strengthen and push towards gay rights, and they established a very social and fun gay community that we all know today. We talked about the lasting and political social significance of them, and we also helped, I hope I helped you all learn about it more. And if you'd like to, I suggest it. It's a very interesting topic to discover. Thank you. That was so hard, bro.
You killed it, dude.